Hello, everyone. Today is December 2nd, 2025, and here's the news that you can use. On today's exchange, we look at how Washington is turning the Genesis mission from executive order into actual AI work. How OpenAI and Accenture are trying to industrialize enterprise reinvention. What the AWS reInvent event is signaling about agentic AI and multi-cloud networking. How the Food and Drug Administration is quietly rolling out an agentic AI platform to its staff. Why the December Android patches are a must-move item for every mobile fleet. And what Google's Project Suncatcher tells us about the future of AI data centers in space. We start in Washington, where the Department of Energy's National Nuclear Security Administration has wasted no time turning the Genesis mission into a procurement reality. NNSA has issued a request for information titled Transformational AI Capabilities for National Security just 1 week after the executive order was signed. The RFI calls for ideas on how to curate sensitive scientific data, deploy advanced AI models, and secure classified workloads for missions like stockpile stewardship and threat detection. If you run technology for a federal agency, a national lab, or a major defense contractor, this is your early glimpse of the architecture and guardrails that the government expects around classified AI. Now is the moment to map your data platforms, your model hosting environments, and your cyber controls against what NNSA is asking for, because those expectations will flow into future contracts and oversight. From there, we move to the private sector and a new heavyweight alliance. OpenAI and Accenture have announced a deepened partnership in which tens of thousands of Accenture professionals will be equipped with ChatGPT Enterprise and upskilled through OpenAI certifications. The two companies are also launching a flagship program aimed at weaving agentic AI into real business workflows, from finance and supply chain to customer operations, using playbooks, reference architectures, and security patterns that can scale client by client. For CIOs and transformation leaders, the signal is that enterprise AI will often arrive through integrators, not just platforms. You will see consultants in the room who already have access to powerful tools and curated methods. The opportunity is to tap that acceleration, but the obligation is to keep your own teams close to the design work so you do not outsource your operating model or your AI risk posture by accident. Staying with AI but shifting to cloud, AWS reInvent is underway in Las Vegas, and the opening announcements are all about agentic AI and multi-cloud. AWS is highlighting services like AWS Transform to modernize legacy code and applications, and new agent capabilities in Amazon Connect to orchestrate customer interactions with more autonomy. At the same time, AWS and Google Cloud have unveiled a jointly engineered private interconnect that promises high-bandwidth automated connectivity between the two clouds, paired with an emerging open specification for network interoperability. For cloud and network architects, that means you can think differently about which workloads run where and how you build shared data planes across providers. For security and compliance teams, it also means identity, observability, and policy enforcement must assume that AI agents and sensitive data will traverse multiple hyperscalers, and your controls need to be consistent across them. Turning to federal regulation, the Food and Drug Administration has quietly taken a big step in how it uses AI internally. The agency has deployed an agentic AI platform that any FDA employee can use to build and run multi-step workflows under human oversight. Use cases range from pre-market product reviews and post-market safety surveillance to inspection planning, compliance analysis, and even meeting management and administrative tasks. The tools run in a secure government cloud environment and are not trained on industry submissions, and the FDA is launching an internal agentic AI challenge to encourage staff to prototype solutions. If you work in a regulated industry, this is a proof point that regulators themselves are operationalizing AI, not just writing guidance about it. Your AI roadmap should now assume that regulators will expect you to understand, document, and control AI-assisted processes to at least the same standard that they apply in their own house. Next, a quick but important security item for every enterprise with Android devices. Google has released the December 2025 Android Security Bulletin, which patches 107 vulnerabilities across the platform. Two of those flaws, both in the framework component, are already being exploited in targeted attacks, and wearable devices inherit some of the same fixes through the December Wear OS update. If your executives, field staff, or frontline workers rely on Android phones or tablets, mobile patch latency is now a direct business risk multiplier. This is not just about device compromise and isolation. Those phones are often used for multi-factor authentication, privileged messaging, and access to sensitive data. Your action item is to coordinate with your MDM and carrier partners to accelerate rollout of the December patch level, starting with high-risk roles and regions, and to verify that your detection tools can spot mobile exploitation attempts. Finally, we look up literally to the future of AI infrastructure. Google has gone public with Project Suncatcher, a research moonshot to scale machine learning compute in space. The vision is to equip solar-powered satellite constellations with tensor processing units and free space optical links, using abundant off-planet solar energy to power AI workloads while easing the pressure on terrestrial grids and water resources. Public comments from Google's leadership describe putting data center racks into orbit as early as 2027, and other tech leaders are already speculating about a broader move to orbital data centers as AI demand surges. For CIOs and infrastructure leaders, this is not a near-term procurement decision, but it is a strong signal that the long-term cost and ESG footprint of AI is now a design variable at the board level. Your 3 to 5 year data center strategy should assume continued power constraints on the ground and an increasingly hybrid future that might eventually extend beyond the planet. That is the exchange for today. Remember, inspect what you expect. If you are interested in how this newscast is created or want more information about how to be a part of it, contact podcasts@matorasolutions.com. That is podcasts with an S at matorasolutions.com.